Well, I just look at it, this is the beginning. I'm excited about it.
What made you like go on this path, this journey to get you to where you at right now? Like, what was it that motivated you or pushed you to, I guess, like I said, be where you at right now? It was a scripture, it was a moment in your life. What is it in
Yeah,
particular?
it's a
Or it's
scripture.
many moments?
Many moments, but a scripture that I believe God gave to me many, many years ago. And it was two scriptures that He had given me many, many years ago. The Spirit of the Lord is upon you. He has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, recovering of sight to the blind, and set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. And the other scripture that He gave me was, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you
Mm-hmm.
and ordained you. So that is really, those scriptures are really sticking with me, because the one that He has ordained me, He wants me to go and bring forth fruit,
Yeah.
and the fruit remain.
Mm-hmm.
But whatsoever you ask of the Father in my name, He will give it you. So those are the scriptures that
Had an impact.
had an impact,
Yeah.
and will not go from here or here. So the only thing I can do is sort of like Moses, obey, or end up like Jonah in the whale, or
Mm-hmm.
in the big fish,
Yeah.
end up in the stomach. And I feel like I have kind of neglected it and put everything else,
Before.
family and everything else, before
Mm-hmm.
my what God had called me to do.
Yeah.
So now I said I'm going to obey.
Yeah. Because oftentimes you sit there and you get caught up in life and you push what you're supposed to be doing to the side, and then stuff start piling on top of each other, and it just keeps building, and next thing you know, you're like, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Or something is showing you you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, because then everything you set your hands unto is not
Prospering.
prospering. It's
Mm-hmm.
not turning out the way it's supposed to turn out.
Right.
And so I think that's exactly where I am. If I want to live in the fullness of God and His promises, then I have to go down the road He chose for me
Right.
to go down. And you are a part of it, because I remember a long time ago, before I even had my oldest daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to call her name, so,
Yeah.
but your sister.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember God saying, your daughter is going to take up where you leave off. And I was like,
Yeah.
And then I turned around and have three girls.
Right. So it's like, what daughter?
And now I see, and in hearing it, it could have been daughters,
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm.
but I heard daughter because I
Yeah.
hadn't even had one.
Right.
So now that I look at it and I see you,
Yeah.
how you pushing me and showing me all this different stuff that I don't, I'm kind of
Mm-hmm.
in the dark.
Yeah.
So I said, well, is this the daughter
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about?
Yeah.
So time will tell.
Right.
Now that I'm on this journey, or we're on this journey, going to our destiny.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it, our destiny.
Yeah.
It's pulling a lot of things together. Like, to me, where we are now with We the People,
Mm-hmm.
it would have taken me so much longer because of my knowledge
Right.
with social media
Yeah.
or Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah.
I would have been just like, huh?
Right.
What? Just like I do you now.
Yeah.
What?
Mhm.
Show me, make me understand.
Yeah.
I want to understand it.
Yeah.
But see, you already have knowledge of it, and you
Right.
like,
Yeah.
it's nothing.
Just do this. Do this. You can go on there. You can do this.
You can do this. What is it?
Yeah.
What is it for?
Mhm.
All of that.
And that's where, like you said, having the knowledge. That's why you have to educate yourself and
Always.
make sure that you continue to gain your education and enhance your knowledge.
So you won't be left behind.
Right.
You won't be left behind.
Because times are constantly changing.
They are.
So you got to keep up.
Keep educating yourself, because you'll look up and you'll be like, what just happened? Just
Right.
like when I was telling you, I said, I look at Mama, and Mama, she kept up with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But when computers came in, she's got
Mhm.
knowledge of it. But I think about how much she has seen in her lifetime.
Yeah. All of the changes.
Dirt roads. I can
Yeah.
remember being a little girl still seeing dirt roads in Dallas.
Yeah.
And then seeing, well, the world had kind of moved on, but then seeing horses, people riding
Mhm.
horses,
Right. Yeah.
all of that stuff.
Mhm.
So, but I think about all the things that Mama seen where she couldn't go certain places
Yeah.
because of who she was, or do certain things.
Mhm.
But even down to, like, I can remember her talking about she wanted her own credit card,
Mhm.
and I was like listening to her say, well, I filled this out to get a credit card, but they
Right.
sent it back, and they sent it in your daddy's name,
Mhm.
Mrs. And she's like,
Right.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I want mine. And I thought about it. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
the things women went through.
Mhm.